Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am your Hosiery auntie, and today I've got a couple tips for you, okay? People always come into my store and they're like, "Oh, do your tights rip?" And it's like, no tights are exactly indestructible, but there are a couple of things, and that's what we're going to talk about today, that you can do to help you, keep your tights from ripping, especially before you even get out the door. So the first thing I want you to know is that when you purchase a tight, when you get it from the package, they are in their most shrunken state. Okay, so you're going to need to stretch them out, and by stretching them out, I don't mean going like this, I mean, when you get them out the bag, you need to grab the waistline, grab the foot. These have already been stretched out so many times. Put it behind your back and go like this, right? Just get a good stretch in, okay? You shouldn't rip your tights doing this because you're holding it like this. You're not putting your nails through. You do this because oftentimes when you're putting your tights on, you don't want to stretch them on your body, okay? You don't want to get to your thigh and then pull them up, and that's when the rip happens, essentially. So if you stretch them out, after you gather them, they should come all the way to the top, really, if you're doing a good job, right? The other thing, to avoid having to maneuver them when they're already, on your skin, is after you gather, okay? You're gonna gather, everybody's grandmother taught them this, or hopefully they did. You'll see a seam line. I don't know if you can see it video, but see that seam line right there, okay? You're gonna line that up with your toe, especially if you're wearing a pattern or a back seam. And when you line it up with your toe, okay, when you line it up with your toe, your pattern is gonna come up perfectly aligned, okay? Your back seam is gonna be perfectly aligned. You're not gonna get to your thigh and it's all on the side and you're trying to turn it and rip it, all right? So my last and final tip for you is to, when you're pulling your tights up, right, do not cup your hands over and like slide up with your fingernails sliding. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have any nails, but that's the easiest way for you to rip your tights. Instead, when you're putting it on, you're going to stretch it outward and pull it up. Do you see my fingers? Pull it up, kind of almost like you're placing. If you follow these 3 tips, I promise you will have less rips and less tears. You'll actually make it out the door, even on your cheap tights, okay? I mean, that's my other tip. We can explore that in another video. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click a follow across all platforms. The Hosiery Aficionado, or at Leg Appeal, my store, shoplegappeal.com. We'll talk about what kind of tights. Quality of your tights definitely matter, but even your cheap tights, stretch them out, sis. Stretch them out. I'm your Hosiery auntie. Join me next time. Leave a question in the comments below. I love to help people. I love to talk about tights. All right, so tights girly, you know where to come.